Even George Bush can be right once in a while. He has long called the war in Iraq, and for that matter the war in Afghanistan, battles in a worldwide struggle against what he calls terrorism. Well, he's right about that, but it's not about terrorism, and it didn't begin with 9/11. It's a worldwide war that's been going on for 1,000 years, a war of belief in religion and ideology. Islam was born in the deserts of Arabia about 600 years after the birth of Christ, when Muhammad received the Quran as a dictation from Allah, from the one monotheistic God. And so it became the immutable word of God as far as the Muslim belief was concerned, and they set out to convert the world to Islam by either persuasion or, if necessary, by the sword. In the meantime, Christianity, which had begun as a reform movement within Judaism, became another religion possessed of the notion that it was possessed of the complete divine truth, and that all other religions were in fact false. And the result was the Crusades. The Crusades were a holy war declared by Christianity, by the Pope, on the Muslims who controlled Jerusalem, which was the place where Jesus had been born, spread his gospel, was crucified, and rose on the third day. A Jerusalem which had never been held by the Christians. Now, there was also a political aspect to the Crusades, which was to sop up unemployed knights and bandits who were ravaging Europe after the fall of Rome. So already we had a holy war with a political aspect and an economic aspect as well. A holy war in which the religion of Jesus Christ, the Prince of Peace, became an excuse to wage a naked war of conquest against a territory which had never been held by Christians. Islam, too, became a warrior religion, a religion used as an excuse for political conquest, as the armies of the Muslim caliphates swept eastward into Asia Minor, as far as India, and across North Africa, and into Europe, up into Spain, only stopped inside the borders of France at the Battle of Tours by Charles Martel. And then there was a long period of the so-called reconquest of Spain, which ended in 1492 with the expulsion of the last Muslim kingdoms from Europe, and the beginning of the Spanish Inquisition, which was a purge of Jews and Muslims in which people were put to death if they did not accept the religion of the Prince of Peace. William Burroughs once wrote that if you wanted to start a holy war, record the rant of the Black Panthers, play it to the Ku Klux Klan, record the reaction of the Klan, play it back to the Panthers, and so forth, and you will start a feedback of destruction. And that is what Christianity and Islam have been doing to each other for 1,000 years. From something like the Age of Enlightenment till the end of World War II, this holy war more or less simmered in the background of world history. But then, after World War II, with the founding of the State of Israel, and much more important, the discovery of oil in the Middle East and in Arabia, the homeland of Muhammad and Islam, it started over again with a vengeance fueled by oil and politics. And that's where we are today. That's the backstory. But then came 9/11 and Osama bin Laden openly declared jihad on the great Satan, on the United States. Osama bin Laden's jihad against the great Satan is nothing more nor less than the latest episode in a battle between Islam and its civilization, and between what we consider progressive Western civilization that has been going on for 1,000 years. And in the next episode of this series, Jihadi Joe versus Macworld, I'll try to explain what they think of us, as well as what we think of them.